going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Mayfield. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They fake the give. Newton. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's a room to maneuver. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Returnable for Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Penny up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try and run Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Newton takes it himself. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Alec Ingold, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They're going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Play action. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd and 2, Newton. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On first down, Newton. Oh, look at that. What a catch by Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Matt Breida, a 22-yard scamper. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On third down, here's Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mayfield off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a throw here to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That'll be complete to Breida. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Hardy. 54 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Leaves it for Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Newton. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. After the sack on 1st down, Newton. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. This game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sticking with Walker on second down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Again, it's Walker. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Straight ahead, Walker. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.